Hi children, welcome back to the session. Right, welcome back to the class. Here, actually we discussed in the previous module when people rebel 1857 and after. And the same lesson now we are going to enter into the module 2. Right. So, module 1, what we discussed actually, the policies and the people, and next how Nawabs lost their importance, and peasants and sepoys, right, and next responses to the reforms, right, the 4 subtopics. Okay, so once I will give you a brief glance on that, right. First one is the policies and the people. Different policies are implemented by the Britishers in India. Okay, different policies, different rules and regulations, different strategies for the administration, government was implemented, different things for the people. So for that, people struggled a lot in each and every aspect. Okay, so here each and every aspect means we can consider social, political, economical, right, each and everything, each and every situation, each and everything they felt, they affected. Okay, for that reason here the policies means people are faced the problems because of these policies and the principles which are implemented by the Britishers, right. And next, coming to the how Nawabs lost their importance. Here Nawabs lost their importance. From first lesson onwards we are reading this topic. Okay, how the Nawabs and Rajas, they lost their importance into the rule, because slowly, gradually Britishers started to occupying, started to dominate the kings and Rajas here, right. So for that time onwards they started to, means our Nawabs and Rajas started to lost their importance in the ruling. Okay, so in this way here we can consider, I have given you so many examples. Rani Lakshmi Bai, about his adopted son, and Nana Sahib, right, and next one more example is Bahadur Shah Zafar, right, and after the death of Bahadur Shah Zafar, they shifted their family from out of the court, out of the fort. Okay, so here these are all the examples, means we can understand the things how Rajas or Nawabs lost their importance in India after coming of the Britishers, right. So, and next we'll go to the third subtopic is there, no, peasants and sepoys. Okay, so how sepoys and peasants got angry on Britishers, why they got angry. Okay, here I will tell you the thing, that is almost all the sepoys, so many sepoys worked for Britishers in the army, right, and they are from villages only, and their families are living in the villages only. They left their families and to work for the Britishers, they shifted to the cities and towns. Okay, even though they wants to know what happened exactly in the countryside, okay, means in the rural areas. So for that reason they came to know the things how agricultural farmers are struggling. Okay, how they are facing the problems to produce their crops, and at the same time to pay to their taxes and to repay their loans from to the money lenders, right. So all these things they came to know. And one more important thing, whenever Britishers has to fight against to Burma, the time so many soldiers, sepoys has to cross the sea, okay, to reach Burma, to fight with the Burma from the, because of Britishers. Okay, actually that time one rule is there. Okay, who crossed the sea route, they will lost their recognition in their religion. For that reason Indian sepoys refused to cross the sea route. But even though after some time they accepted to go by the roadway. Okay, so means this kind of the things caused the rebellion. Here I want to ask you one thing. What is rebellion meaning? Right, you know, right? Rebellion means, here let me tell, rebellion means to fight or to oppose. Any person is raising for the opponents. Okay, so that is called as rebellion. Means he is raising his voice, or people are forming a group and raising their voices opponent to the government or any established leader, right? So that is called as rebellion. Here in India, Indian people become rebellions. Why? Because all these things, in all the aspects, they are facing trouble, they are facing problems. Okay, so for that reason they want to start fight with the Britishers, right? And one more important thing is, that is responses to reforms. That is also one of the subtopic in the module 1. Okay, so in that subtopic actually we discussed about sati tradition, and one more thing is widow remarriages, right? So the two things are, and one more about Christianity. Christian missionaries are developed. Okay, so after 1830. So these all the things Indians felt, Britishers are destroying our traditions, our customs, our social systems and religion. For that reason means these are very sensible issues which Indians felt very bad. Okay, so these are all the things caused to the rebellion, right? So this is about the recap of module 1. So today we are going to discuss about the same topic, but in that lesson module 2, in this the list of 84 rules, and the next one, there was soon excitement in every regiment. These are the two subtopics today we are going to discuss. Actually here these two subtopics are from the source 1 and source 2 in our textbook, just like a case study they have given. Okay, we covered two subtopics. In that the first one, through the eyes of the people. In that the list of 84 rules. Okay, so actually to get a glimpse on what people were thinking those days about the British rule. Okay, so means whatever the principles they implemented, whatever the reforms they thought, right? And whatever the struggles faced by the farmers, okay, whatever the problems faced by the sepoys, through all that, based on that all the things, how people felt about the British rule. Okay, so now we are going to see that. In that, given here are experts from the book Majha Pravas. This information from the book of Majha Pravas, written by Vishnu Bhatt Gadse, a Brahmin from a village in Maharashtra. Actually, he is a villager in the state of Maharashtra, and he and his uncle had sent out to attend a yajna being organized in Mathura. At that time, Hindus frequently organizing yajnas, yagas, that kind of things. So these two also attended a yajna and being organized in Mathura. Vishnu Bhatt writes that they met some sepoys on the way, who told them that they should not proceed on the journey because a massive upheaval was going to break out in 3 days. The sepoys said the sepoys said to the Vishnu Bhatt and his uncle, what they said is, the English were determined to wipe out the religions of the Hindus and the Muslims in India. They had made a list of 84 rules and announced these in a gathering of all big kings and princes in Calcutta. Okay, so here they said that the king refused to accept these rules and warned to the English of dire consequences and a massive upheaval if these are implemented. Then the kings all returned to their capitals in great anger. All the big people began making plans. A date was fixed for the war of religion and the secret plan had been circulated from the cantonment on Meerut by letters sent to different cantonments. Means here one place to another place they sent letters with these information what they want to do actually, right? So as per this here, there was soon excitement what is happening in every regiment, right? So in here the another account we have from those days are the members of Subedar Sitaram Pandey. Sitaram Pandey was recruited in year of 1812 as a Sipahi in the Bengal Native Army. He served the English for 48 years and retired in 1860. So here nearly he worked 48 years, right? He helped the British to suppress the rebellion, though his own son was a rebel and was killed by the British in front of his eyes. It was very bad situation. His son was killed by the British in front of his eyes, and he was served more than 45 years to the Britishers as a Sipahi, right? So children, you can understand clearly how Britishers behaved with the Indians, right? So on retirement he was pursued by his commanding officer Norgate to write his memoirs. He completed the writing in 1861 in Awadhi, and Norgate translated it into English and had it published under the rule From Sipahi to Subedar. The title is From Sipahi to Subedar. Here is an expert from what Sitaram Pandey wrote. Just I will tell you the information what Sitaram Pandey wrote in that book, right? It is my humble opinion that this seizing of Oudh filled the minds of the Sipahis with distrust and led them to plot against the government. Agents of the Nawab of Oudh and also of the King of Delhi were sent all over India to discover the temper of the army. They worked upon the feelings of Sipahis, telling them how treacherously the foreigners had behaved towards their king. They invented 10,000 lies and promises to persuade the soldiers to mutiny and turn against their masters, the English, with the object of restoring the Emperor of Delhi to the throne. They maintained that this was wholly within the army's power if the soldiers would only act together and do as they were advised. These are the words written in the book, that is From Sipahi to Subedar. In this, Sitaram Pandey wrote the words about the Sipahis, right? And what they exactly feeling. Here, it charged about that this time the Sarkar sent parties of men from each regiment to different garrisons for instructions in the use of the new rifle. These men performed the new drill for some time until a report got about by some means of the other that the carrots used for these new rifles were greased with the fat of cows and pigs. Actually, this information we know previously also. Okay, whatever the guns they are used by the Sipahis, for that guns, that fat of the cows and pigs they used to grease. Okay, so before going to use that guns, they need to pick up that grease with their mouths. So that is a big issue for the Indians, because cows are the very devotional animal for us, and we used to pray cows in the form of God. And Kamadhenu, we used to call cows as Kamadhenu, and pigs are we don't want to be, because all Indians, almost Hindus are pure vegetarians. So many Brahmins are there, they are pure vegetarians, so they don't want to touch the pig wax, right? So for that reason this will become a very delicate issue in that thing, right? So the men from our regiment wrote to others in the regiment telling them about this, and there was soon excitement in every regiment. Some men pointed out that in the 40 years service nothing had ever been done by the Sarkar to insult their religion. But as I have already mentioned, the Sipais' minds have been inflamed by the scissor of wood. Interested parties were quick to point out the great aim of the English was to turn us all into Christians, and they had therefore introduced the carrot in order to bring this about, since both Mohammedans and Hindus would be defiled by using it. Means they want to shift all the Indians into the Christians. So then this kind of problems will not come like that, Britishers thought. So this is also one big issue. This is also became a big problem for the Indian Sepoys, right? So the Colonel Sahib was the opinion that the excitement, which even he could not fail to see, would pass off as it had done before, and he recommended me to go to my home. So children, I think I hope you understand the concept. These all the information is from the Sipai Sitaram Pandey, who served 48 years to the company, right? So, and one more interested thing is, in front of him only his son was killed by the Britishers, right? He wrote a book. That book name is From Sipai to Subedar. In that book he gave all these information about Sipais, why they are refused to work to the Britishers, why they are being opponents to the Britishers. These are all the reasons he gave in his book, right children? Okay, I will show you some pictures. In that, the first one is rebel Sipais at Meerut attack, right? Rebel Sipais at Meerut attack officers enter their homes and set fire to buildings. They fired buildings. Actually, so many people buried, so many people burned in that, so many people got injured, so many people wounded, right? So these all the things happened in that Meerut issue. And the next one is, the next picture is showing us information is, here two Sipais are standing and they are speaking with each other. Here we can find out the information to see this picture. Sipais exchange news and rumors in the bazaars of North India. They belongs to North India and they are Indian Sipais who are working for the Britishers. They are exchanging the news and rumors with each other while standing in the bazaars of the North India. Okay children? Children, just now we completed the topic now. Once again I will give you a brief glance on that. Here about Vishnu Bhatt Gadse. He was a Brahmin and he and his uncle was organizing one yajna in Madurai, and they are coming back and they met some Sipais. What they are thinking about the British rule, right? So in that British rule, they are saying about their views, right? In that one Sipai is there, that his name is Sitaram Pandey, and he worked 48 years as a Sipai for Britishers, and after that his son became a rebellion and he was killed by Britishers in front of Sitaram Pandey. Means Sitaram Pandey's son was killed by Britishers in front of him. That is very bad to hear, very sad to hear, right? So means this kind of situations were very frequently done in that period. Okay, so many incidents were happened, so many things were happened like this, right? Who are served as Sipais, who are served as servants for them, and their sons and their children become rebellions, right? They participated in the 1857 revolt, right? So many were killed by Britishers, right? So these are the things happened in that moment. Okay, this topic is completely how Sepoys felt about the British rule. Okay, so in this topic we discussed about all the things, how Sepoys felt, how they served to Britishers, and how they felt after the situations, right? So this is about the topic. And now I am going to give a task for you, that is collect the information about the Meerut issue. I have showed you two pictures now. In that one picture is about the Meerut issue. They are burying the buildings, right? So children, collect the information about the Meerut issue, right? That is today's task for you.